child cannot learn effectively in an environment where they do not feel emotionally, physically safe. Schools are the only center of education, not anymore nowadays. They are the space where children develop confidence, emotional strength, values, and self-dignity. Therefore, creating a safe, supportive, and emotionally healthy school environment is the collective responsibility of parents, teachers, school leaders, and society. Today, we are going to discuss about the mental well-being, safety, and security of the children. And we have with us Dr. Nanika, ma'am, a well-renowned psychologist. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
And thanks for your time.
It's my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you.
She has conducted 2,500 plus behavioral training and webinar. And the core topics: mindfulness, stress management, and emotional intelligence, NLP, leaderships, and motivational trainings also. She's authorized and edited 3 books, including Mindfulness, The New Normal 2024, Emotional Guidance for Students, Parents-School Collaboration for Child Well-being. So ma'am, my first question for you is,
Yes, ma'am.
how important is mental well-being in a child overall development, and why emotional safety as important as physical safety in schools?
It's a wonderful question actually, because mental safety is actually the need of the hour, because mind-body coordination totally rests on what you think. And logically what you think, you feel, and what you eat, human being is made of all these 3 components. So I personally believe to be able to manage this, the classrooms play a very, very eminent role. The kind of safe environment which the school gives, because when a child comes from the home, which is a very secure environment, the first step they have is in the school itself. And the culture of a school is not created by the buildings, but by the principal, who is the core, captain of the ship, the teachers, the involvement of the teachers, and also how the rapport is struck between the principal, administration, teachers, children, and their parents. So it's a joint effort and a collaborative effort by each one of them at every step to be able to help them develop into fully functioning human beings.
Yes, you are right, ma'am. Because a child learns best not with fear. How can parents identify early signs of stress, anxiety, and depression in children?
It's a very, very authentic and a very, very important question, because what is happening in today's generation is that they are succumbing to what is called information overload. Accessing information from all sources which may be relevant to the age, which may not be. So it is really very important that first the parents need to keep a tab on the kind of information the children are accessing first. Another thing is that when you see signs of stress, now these immediate signs could be changes in their body language, it could be changes in the sleeping pattern, eating pattern, how they deal with people. And when the daily routine of these children get disrupted, this could be a cause of concern. And we cannot label a child just on the basis of saying that a child is sad today, so child is suffering from depression. When you find these kind of signs, symptoms of hopelessness, negative attitude, pessimism, children withdrawing from their routine and finding these kind of changes which are happening, urinating time and again, either sleeping too much or not sleeping at all, reverse than what the original process has been, then the red flags are raised. And if this pattern continues for about 2 to 6 months in continuation, then they definitely need to rope in the psychologists and the psychiatrists and the teachers and the people who are spending more time with the child to be able to identify.
Yes, you're right. But you have to tell me that what are some daily practices school can adopt to reduce students' stress, or they can develop such kind of behavior in this?
It's a very, very beautiful question. In fact, the need of the hour, because the NEP talks about inclusivity also. So other than just the academic work they are doing, school provides an eminent platform for them to showcase their, expertise in so many different domains, creativity, life skills, other things. So what I would suggest is a few mindfulness-based practices like, focused breathing, muscle relaxation techniques, churning those potential of children through the medium of art, creativity, exploration. Because art is one medium through which is totally non-threatening. And through that medium of drawing or through mindful drawing, they'll be able to express themselves in ways which are very productive, constructive, as well as stress-free for them. So that's what I feel these, and gardening of course.
Yes.
This is another very therapeutic, even activities like cooking without fire, gratitude rock,
Yes, ma'am.
empathy building activities,
Yes.
compassion building activities,
Yes.
moral intelligence based building activities can be incorporated.
And that's why the CBSE is also emphasizing on
Exactly.
skill enhancement of the students,
Yes.
soft skill or life skills or hand skills.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
definitely for to overcome about from these kind of situation. Nowadays, safety and security is also the main concern from the parent side or for the school also. So what do you think about what does a truly safe school environment look like psychologically?
Very nicely put question actually. To create a psychologically safe space for a child, it's very important that the environment in which they come, it should be totally non-threatening and non-judgmental environment. And the color schemes, the love, the compassion, the empathy, the care with which a child is to be nurtured, that is really very important. And of course, they need to be told what is good touch and bad touch for them. They need to be educated that, not to get roped in with social media impacts also, not to be a victim of bully also. And also because what happens that children at this age are growing up very fast and influences from all sorts are coming. And they need to be told that to yield into something like this can be very, very disastrous for them and for their mental well-being in due course. Parents need to be educated for the same. And I think that is one of the major reasons that acts like the POXO have become so much in trend today, which the schools are taking pretty seriously.
Yes.
And in case a child goes through any one of this, it is really very important we create a safe space for them to be able to share, talk it out, laugh it out, cry it out, write it out, but don't keep it within you. That whatever you are going through, only then we'll be able to help the child and the parents also per se. And very important for the parents also that if something like this has happened, not to create an issue out of it, but come to common grounds to be able to help the child to be able to come out of the situation.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. And you are talking about POXO also. And this is the reason school have a such committee, POSCO committee,
Yes.
and they are keeping the record of such kind of incidents also. And on their school scenario, this is mandatory nowadays.
Absolutely.
And no doubt the school also have a very big concern about the safety and security of the students. And still there are a lot of things is going on here and there. And some students are coming from their few situations, whatever they are facing in their home also, that are also come in the school.
Absolutely.
So what you have to say about the which kind of association the parent teachers have, or which kind of I have to say kind of communication should exist between parent, teachers, and the counselor, because school have a counselors also
Yes,
nowadays.
it's mandatory, yes.
So that they can work for the safety and the security of this.
It's a very, very important question. In fact, that there has to be a coordination. Our roles are not contradictory. Our roles are actually complementary. And even parents coming in, they need to have this kind of, it should be there in their mind that when a child is coming to an school environment, it is for their benefit, not to point fingers on the school. They need to trust the school. They need to touch the ambience in which the child is studying. And likewise, the teacher also needs to be on the same sync as the parents, because usually when parents come for counseling or otherwise, they usually play blame games only. That aapka bacha to school mein hai, it is your duty to do this. They must realize that a child is there for 6 to 7 hours in the school. After that, it's the parents' responsibility. So they need to know that anything which is taken in by whatever is said by the teacher, they need to be taking it in a very positive and productive spirit rather than taking it as a criticism.
Yes.
That criticism needs to be worked upon and in coordination and in hand, syncing with the school system, the teachers as well as the parents, for the growth and benefit of the child, rather than personalizing the blame game issue.
Yes.
That is something really
Because
important.
overall, though, we people are working for the
Absolutely.
only,
Exactly.
for their growth, for their
Absolutely.
well-being only.
Very true.
So now I have to say we have discussed thoroughly everything, and all the points we took it in that manner, so that everybody understand what are our point of view regarding the students' growth and all development. So Abhi, now what one message you can like to give the parents regarding the children's mental health?
I would like to just end with a few quotations which just come to my mind, that every child is unique and please respect them for their uniqueness. If you put a child in a school, have faith in the school. Right. Another thing I would like to say is that what you say to your child becomes their inner world. So be very mindful about what you need to say and what you need not to say to the child. And it's not how many presents you give the child, it is how much you are physically and mentally present with your children, which actually make hell of a lot of difference in shaping a beautiful world for them.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am have given to us. The children may forget lessons taught in classroom, but they never forget how a school made them feel.